Welcome back, everybody. Time for another live-ish video. I'm here with producer Riley again.
Hi.
Say hi.
I waved.
All right, can you say hi with more conviction this time? Silence. Silence always works. Dead silence always works in videos, especially when we're not even present and you can't be seen. So I got this little booger out.
Booger.
For a question, for when it comes, I guess, to collecting, is whether to keep these things in the box or to have them out on display, and which should we go? Which way should we go? Can I stumble any further on that?
You want to stutter some more?
I can stutter a lot.
You can study a lot.
I mean, when it comes to this thing, this was actually bought to be removed out of the package, but I believe that when they produced this was specifically something to be in the package because this is retro styling. But when I bought it, the intention was to open it up on camera. Going forward, there's a couple things in my collection that has questions of whether or not I'm going to actually open them on a retro new review video or not. I mean, this one's obviously going to be open, but let's bring out something like, this guy back in the day wasn't all that easy to find. He was hard to find. He's he's the Black Series Thrawn. But as Riley knows, they've reissued this. There's an archive series out now that this guy's back out. So the question is do I open this one because I already have this one? Or because this is a first issue, do I go with the archive and open up the archive? Do you have any thoughts on it?
I have no idea.
Awesome. That's perfect. What about you guys? What about you down there in the comments?
Yeah, ask your viewers.
I mean, my only question is that I don't necessarily want to own two figures, even to have one in the box and one not in the box. But I mean, this is kind of a nice one, whereas the archive, I don't really like the archive boxing. They're kind of ugly. They're not really meant for display. So there's like that guy. How about we stay in the realm of Star Wars? Now, this is a retro style, but the reason to whether or not I'm going to box or unbox this, I bought this to be unboxed. And if anybody has anything or knows anything about any of this stuff right now, there's a good reason why I may not want to unbox this. I'm kind of pretty sure that she is not going to be removed from her box. She's probably going to stay in her box. So it means that the episode that she was supposed to appear in, I'm probably going to have to replace with another Mandalorian figure. But yeah, I mean, she's also one that they do up these boxes to make them look like, the old style. So I guess that they're meant to be displayed like this. They're meant to give you all that squishy feeling of, hey, this is what it looked like in 1975. This is what my collection looked like. So therefore, I'm going to drop $5 more. They're going to upcharge me by $5. And I'm going to pick this up. I seriously doubt that this one's going to come out. Sorry. I may have to hunt for another one. I don't know who. I'm trying to think of a really lame character from that show right now, and I can't commit to it. So yeah, she may end up staying in a box. Back with the Star Wars theme. I mean, I know, like, as far as value, like, I hate collecting for value. I just collect for like. I like this thing, so I want this thing. But this is a special edition where he's shiny. He's shiny, and he's hard to find, and good luck finding this thing. And I have a Boba Fett. Boba Fett, actually, I believe I have one that's out of the box. I have the regular issue of Boba Fett, and I have the white Boba Fett that you guys got me for Father's Day a couple years ago when we were in Boston. You guys picked me up the white prototype Boba Fett. Again, I mean, the box sits kind of nice on a shelf. Like that's an awesome angle, right? That sits nice on a shelf to kind of show off. I don't know, because he's shiny. I don't feel the need of him having to come out of his box and hang out with the other Mandos. He can kind of just stay in there, and
he's by himself.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of. I mean, I think there's some stormtroopers that are like this. I think there might be a Vader that's like this, but I'm just gonna stick to Boba Fett. This was not bought for the video. This was bought for my display. I mean, these are all kind of my collection to begin with. But this one's
ones are
tough. Look, he's shiny too. You picked the shiny one. He was a pain in the ass to find too. Scalpers were picking this thing up and just flipping them, and then where we were at, there was like an entire like peg's worth of these guys, and I actually bought him for my collection. I kind of considered actually opening them on the show because I want to open them on the show, and then I looked up online how much it's worth, and I'm like, I don't know. So this guy is, I was gonna say, I'm divided. I don't know what I want to do with this.
Torn.
I'm torn. Yeah, I mean, if something happens, if like something, he comes with extra hands and heads and everything else, if something goes missing and I have to replace that, it's not going to be easy to replace. So this guy may end up just staying in his box. As much as I'd like to open him on camera, I don't know if I will. But let me know in the comments if you want to see this guy out and functional. So, I mean, this is almost like, I almost like having him there. I mean, the appeal of this character is actually the fact that he's a foreign collectible versus an American collectible. I mean, these are really, really ultra detailed, but again, I think it came down to price point where it's like, well, if I lose something to this guy, he's not replaceable. And this guy came from Japan to be with us in the U.S. I mean, this was a gift from my brother, who also brought, what did he bring you guys?
I have no idea. When was this?
Awesome. That's great.
I forget.
You guys, both you and your sister got Pikachu.
Oh, yeah, the Pikachus.
You guys have Pikachus that are also in the...
They're up on my shelf.
And they're the same thing. I mean, they're electronic Pikachus that talk to you, but it's the same dilemma where it's like, they stay in the box because of the box design. So it's almost like the box as art itself versus the toys, which are kind of an art, I guess, a collectible. I mean, I even considered just taking him out and display. I'm taking him out for the purposes of the video, and when the video is over, just put him right back in because there's no seal to it or anything. Just put him right back in. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Gotta be extra careful not to lose anything.
Well, I don't know. Like, I'm not familiar with this manufacturer, so I don't have, because these things aren't really available in the U.S. I think like most of the times when I've seen these, they're either at conventions. So when we go to Comic-Con, they're either at Comic-Cons or they're at specialty shops. So like in Philadelphia, there's like one or two shops that are specific that they sell like Japanese import stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to get a hold of, and I know with like internet age, I can order these online, but it's like, I don't know. Like I almost just, I kind of like it just sitting on the shelf next to Boba Fett, and him and Boba Fett just hanging out and talking about how Disney owns the universe. And, I mean, what would Iron Man and Boba Fett talk about?
Do you think they talk about like tacos?
Tacos. So Riley thinks that they'll talk about tacos. Iron Man, who is a millionaire, and Boba Fett, who is a bounty hunter.
Talk about tacos.
From outer space.
Tacos.
Are going to talk about tacos.
Yeah, like Iron Man would be like, hey, have you ever heard of this thing called tacos? Boba Fett would be like, oh, I don't know. Like,
is that your Boba Fett voice?
Yeah.
What do you like Scooby-Doo? And I mean, this thing has been on display. How long did you say that you think you had? They've been up there for years.
Yeah.
Because like I had Riley dust all this stuff before coming on the camera, and this had to be dusted down because he was under like 6 inches of dust just sitting on the shelf.
Even imagine how dusty those Pikachus are right now.
I'm horrible at this at keeping this. I like this thing. I want to put it on my shelf, and then like
it just collects dust.
And like 5 years later, it looks like it's from the 60s, and it's got long hippie hair and like hairy armpits, like shaggy armpits and legs and stuff like that. And it's like some of the things like what's up there. I have your guys' old Galactus from when you were kids that I've acquired since you no longer want, and he's under so much dust that he actually moves on his own now.
Oh my god, yeah, he does.
So I woke up the other night and he was snacking on a planet. So
well, Look at him right now. He's thinking about it. You can tell.
Yeah, he's gonna kick our ass.
Yeah,
So we're gonna take a time out to fight with the toy Galactus. Please let us know in the comments below what you think about. What are your collections? Do you keep your collections in the box? Do you break them out? What do you think? Let me know, and let's do one last show off because we spent like forever just showing off. Dead or Alive is coming with me. Wait, that's RoboCop I just did. It's not even. I didn't even do freaking.
I'm so disappointed in you.